So we are back. That was pretty quick. They managed to get things sorted out. I'm going to drop us into the game, and we are going to get loaded in. So, Deman, your opinions on the picks and how this one's going to go? Obviously, with Sypher, you know, showing some great domination actually in the second half of that game, and the fact that this is best of 3, they only need that one more.
Yeah, indeed. Delta actually, I think, have got a very good pick here. I'm not sure. You know, I think they've pulled off a pretty good bunch of picks, but Sypher have been very strong, it has to be said. You know, let's not knock the performance in the last 2 games has been pretty phenomenal. They've been high kill counts as well. They didn't take towers down very quickly, and again, they've not really got a complete tower destroying team, which when you kind of add up Olaf and Ezreal, you know, if they get let loose on a tower, they could do quite a lot of damage. But I don't know. I mean, lounet played brilliantly. They've got a good team there, good bit of damage. Did lounet forget to buy, or was he just deciding to port back randomly?
I hope he's not disconnected.
No,
No, he's not.
I was thinking that, but I'm not sure what his plan was there. I don't know. Decided to port back. Anyway, let's give you a quick roster rundown of the teams. VanDerFckk on Ezreal again. Libik on Sona this time. Celaver on Morgana, Veggie on Olaf, and Dedray on Galio. Over on Sypher's side, it is Delta versus Sypher, in case you missed it. It does clearly say it. lounet on Urgot, Althor on Anivia, Skyyart on Singed, Pyri on Janna, and Jothy on Gangplank. You can see the opening builds there. We have obviously Veggie on Olaf in the jungle versus Jothy in the jungle. We're going to have Gangplank Singed at the top, which could go either way really between the two. Pretty much free farming, I think, may eventually come out for Singed if he can get enough there. Veggie is going to wipe out those wolves pretty quickly. Clairvoyance goes down, they know exactly where they are, and Sypher are going to do exactly the same thing, except this time they're not going to take the wolves. They're just going to start it off. That's it. lounet pulls. Do fair bit of damage as well on the to make it easy for Jothy there, and then they back away. And he didn't use... I don't think he used... he may have used it early on, I don't know. I don't think he used Smite there, I wasn't sure.
Veggie, you mean?
No, Jothy.
Oh, Jothy, sorry. I was actually watching the stream because he had a little bit of a freeze earlier on, guys. So if that goes off, I'm going to... I've got my eye on it, so I'll make it bigger. So if it comes up in my eye on the left, I can see it and make it better. Yeah, anyway, sorry.
That's okay. So top is going to, of course, going to be Galio versus Skyyart. Skyyart on Singed this time. Hasn't got the skin. Didn't go for any of the skins. I think actually, you know, it was Dedray we saw that was sat there. Maybe he was just changing a rune page. I'm going to give him benefit of the doubt and say that's what he was doing. Down the bottom it is, of course, Ezreal Sona versus lounet and Pyri on, again on Janna. Played brilliant Janna the last 2 games. Let's see if he does once again the same sort of thing. VanDerFckk on Ezreal. It's pretty much had the free pick of Ezreal. Don't feel he's kind of like impacted the game enough to just keep picking him. Maybe it's just his favourite AD carry, who knows. In the mid though, you can see the lane is pretty well pushed already. So Celaver on Althor. Althor has to be pretty delicate, has to be said, on Anivia early on. Does have that rebirth, remember, of course, but you know, until he kind of hits 6, gets that blue, he's got to be pretty cautious against Celaver. Saying that, he goes straight in with the frost, but misses it.
Yeah, up at the top, actually, Skyyart did take a fair bit of early damage down the bottom as well. VanDerFckk has done a decent job with Libik to really push heavy this lane. lounet not so healthy. Pyri not so healthy either. And there goes the stream once again. I have no idea why that's freezing up. Deman, I'll let you carry on talking while I just give this a quick restart.
Yeah, no problem. Meanwhile, at the top, I can see Jothy coming around. Dedray is certainly in all sorts of trouble. I think First Blood is going to come down here. Oh, he's managed to flash away, but Jothy's flashed in process. He will get First Blood, and that is Galio gone down. Probably not on deal, probably not on stream, but don't matter, because I've recorded it all, and it's on the recording, so that's what counts. Skyyart will get a fair bit of poison down there, but it was actually who got the First Blood. It was Jothy, so Jothy, the Gangplanker, jungler on Gangplank, does manage to get First Blood. Meanwhile, Urgot has gone back. He's come back with the boots, so forced out of lane by VanDerFckk. So opening CS obviously will be in the advantage of him. So looking in the mid, I can see a good 10 CS already. Celaver ahead now on towards Sypher. So a good start for Sypher, but also a pretty good start in terms of lanes for Delta. They are dominating, it would be said. Meanwhile, down the bottom there, Urgot does manage to take down Sona. VanDerFckk also very low, has got the second lock on. Will he be able to finish him off onto it? Oh, no, he's going to get caught by the tower twice there, and that's giving VanDerFckk the advantage. Veggie's going to come across, the axe goes across. I think he's going to take Pyri down. Pyri manages to flash away, does go for lounet, does manage to land it. Oh, and the exhaust goes down. Very great, good escape from Sypher there. And lounet now going to try and pick up. He's got to be careful because he's going to go straight in. Why did he stay there? Why did he stay there? You've got to wonder. And I was just thinking he's going to get the axe across his face. He doesn't. He gets VanDerFckk come zipping in, put a Q straight in his face, and he's going to be thinking the exact same thing. Why did I stay there? And then, wow. Galio again at the top there. Jothy taking him down. Kills going left, right, and centre straight away. Typical as soon as the stream died.
Yeah, we missed. Unfortunately, first blood, but I was in there from for the second kill, and those after we even saw the singe skills up at the top there. Obviously, did get a lot of help from Gangplank in the meantime. Yeah, but sorry about that, guys. I think it's just because it's been running for like hours and hours, and it wants to, you know, just have a little bit of a restart every now and then. So yeah, you got a black screen for a while. We missed first blood. I'm sorry, but you know, shit happens sometimes. Yeah, obviously we have a 3-1 lead in terms of the kills there. lounet, I agree with you. I think that was a bit of a decision which he probably shouldn't have made, which was to hang around there. Obviously leaves him at 1-1-0. Now Gangplank is 2 for 0. That's going to make him very, very dangerous when he starts to sneak in. There was Veggie. They've actually pinged him there. There was a ward down, so Skyyart did know that he was hanging around there. Meanwhile, down at the bottom, we are getting Janna back into lane. Pyri, who has had a very, very great couple of games the last time we've seen him on Janna, playing exceptionally well. And you can see him there just putting that pressure down onto VanDerFckk. Libik just healing up that Ezreal, as lounet's missile actually not connecting there. Althor in middle is low on mana. Does actually have Tear of the Goddess, which obviously gives him that regen, but he needs himself a blue desperately to keep that sustainability up at this kind of level, Deman.
Yeah, meanwhile, lounet is getting poked quite a bit down the bottom here. He's trying to... he has got the lock on to VanDerFckk. VanDerFck's going to have to zip straight away from that one. The range is incredible that Urgot really gets. Once he gets that lock on, if he can keep in vision. Urgot, I'm watching, yeah. Oh, they've got to be careful down the bottom now. You can see Olaf is going to come around. Will he manage to cap the axe across? He will do this time. Remember, flash was used previously. I don't think he's going to quite be up on the timing yet. I don't think the rest of the team are quite ready. Now they're going to come in. The Gangplank ulti does come straight back there. VanDerFckk taking very low. Pyri surely going to get taken down. No, because he got greedy. And Pyri gets the kill. He's going to get a second kill. Oh, but Celaver's coming down around the side there. Gangplank does manage to get a third kill. That's Jothy managing to get his third kill of the game. Jothy is already very strong. And now, surely he's got to switch to Libik. Oh, but he's popped in to get the ulti. That's going to be Pyri going down. Jothy does go for Libik, but I think greed could be the killer here. He's going to try and finish off Celaver. Does manage to get it. Oh, very nicely done. Wait, no, he's going to get the tower hit. Sona's going to try and get a tricord on him. No, instead, it's pretty crazy stuff between these guys. Oh, Jothy takes another tower hit. Althor's going to flash in there. Does manage to catch him. Gets the ignite. I don't think he's going to be able to survive that. He will go down. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. 7-3.
Veggie's coming as well.
Veggie's coming back around the side. Jothy's going to surely catch her. As he will do. Manages to catch him straight around the side. Jothy flashes away, but he's going to get taken down. Greedy, greedy attempt there. You cannot 3v1 at this level that early on. 8 minutes 48 into this game. It's 8-3 already.
Yeah, a crazy, crazy game so far. I really hate that decision. That's so like solo queue. I want to be a hero there from Olaf. I mean, what was he thinking? lounet's full HP. Who else was there? Anivia. I mean, it was to be honest, he was lucky he even got that close to a kill because that wall was not quite in the best position. There is lounet again. Those homing missiles just knocking VanDerFckk down to pretty much nothing. He's having to burn through those health pots already here. And we can see that Pyri now getting himself back into lane. And Pyri 113. Oh, what we're going to see from this one, Libik is now back here as well. Blue buff is going to go over to Morgana here, to Celaver. We do have Althor, who is finally going to get his hands on a blue buff here any second. And that's going to be massive for him. Actually, we've got some action again down at this bottom area. lounet not quite getting off the damage that he needed to put VanDerFckk as low as he'd hoped for.
Dragon.
And yeah, why not? I mean, they're 8-3 up at this stage of the game. Jothy is... Wait a minute, let me drag the scoreboard. Yeah, 4-0-3. That's a ridiculous score for 10 minutes. In there goes the ultimate from Ezreal, and it's a little bit too early. That's not going to be all that great. And 16:07 is the time on the next dragon coming into play. So, middle push maybe here. Jothy again getting a little bit cocky. Does get the Dark Binding onto him, but obviously not going to do so much damage, that pool afterwards. Galio, in the meantime, has put a bit of damage onto that top tower, but again, not too much to write home about. And look at... with the shield on alone, it's just like, I don't care, I'm just going to put damage. Ezreal, again, got no mana whatsoever, is going to head himself back home. Up at the top, Skyyart has finally got himself back up into that lane. If we look at the CS, I'm scared almost to open up the scoreboard and take my eyes off the minimap here. There's that much going on in this game. Ezreal, 48 CS, Urgot, 47 CS. Ezreal's actually in the lead on that one, as again, we see some damage being put out. Anivia, 74 to the 90 of Morgana, while up at the top, 63 for Galio and 74 for Singe. So, you know, despite these kills being 5 in one side, it's kind of one-sided at this side in terms of, at this time in terms of the kills. The CS is actually pretty damn even.
Yeah, I'm just keeping my eye on Jothy. He's managed to sneak himself in towards that top turret. Oh, he's going to port away. He had got the wriggles. He's got Mercury Treads already, so really quite advanced in his build already. Morgana has snuck away, and I think she's going to try and sneak in towards the bottom turrets. VanDerFckk, though, is going to take quite a bit of damage in the process, and you can see lounet just doesn't care. The ulti comes across. Now they've managed to figure it out. It's going to flash in there, but the ulti is not going to work. Pyri's surely going to go down here. Oh no! Manages to ulti and walk away! I do not believe it! Anivia does take down Olaf in the process, and my voice is about to blow up, but lounet has just walked away, and Pyri escaping magnificently yet again on Janna. That escape of Janna is unbelievable. Managing to pop the ulti and just stride on off into the distance. Meanwhile, Jothy has come down, and Jothy's going to put a lot of damage down towards Libik here. Remember, Jothy has been pretty well fed, but not well fed enough to be able to take a 3v1. He's got to be careful. He's going to try and juke around. Celaver tries to catch him. Oh, the Ezreal ulti just bits him past. Jothy will finally go down, and that's going to be a bonus as well, a bit of a kill, and that's going to be VanDerFckk picking that kill up. The turret in the mid has gone down. I'm keeping my eye because you can see Anivia now coming down the map, coming down behind these three down the bottom here, which is why lounet is just trying to bait them into staying here, because as soon as he comes around that corner with the blue buff, with the red buff, will he catch the stun anyone? No, he won't. He's going to get the ulti down. He will manage to put a fair bit of damage on Libik. They're going to turn around. Pyri just about shields himself up. He's surely going to get taken down. He's going to get into the bush once again. I do not believe it. Ezreal in the process, also being pursued by Althor. Oh, and they're going to come around. lounet will go down. Pyri gets the kill, though. Would you believe it? Oh, it was Urgot, actually. Urgot's dot that finished him off. Althor gets it. And that is a 3-for-1 down the bottom there with Sypher. This is a crazy, crazy game. 12-5 the score. It's just, like you say, didn't want to look at the CS. You cannot take your eyes off it. Mid-turret going down in amongst the chaos.
Yeah, a really crazy game. And I guess, you know, late at night, both of these teams have been playing since 3 o'clock this afternoon. So I guess you start to see people a bit tired and they want to get it over and done with, which means you overextend yourself in places that you most definitely shouldn't. And that's something that we're seeing here a little bit, and it's allowing for some really exhibitional play that we're getting to see. If you look down the scoreboard, Anivia 4-0-2, just taken down another turret there, Althor down the bottom. In the meanwhile, middle, Jothy is chasing down Veggie. He's going to get an axe in his face in a second. Yeah, he actually decides to go away. Yeah, 4-0-2 for Anivia, 3-3-3 on Urgot, 4-1-3 on Gangplank, who is now moving in. There goes, actually, just catches there, the Howling Gale. The Shackle did come out onto Pyri, and he is going to get himself away from that one. Yeah, but anyway, again to the scoreboard, my God. Yeah, actually, I don't give a shit anymore, whatever. Screw it, I don't care anymore. Celaver actually just taking a little bit more damage as well.
It's a support fight.
Some crazy ass game going off here. Actually, we do see that one miss. Veggie taking some damage, and they've moved Celaver out there, switched away by Urgot. Althor gets another kill. Surely Veggie is down, and boom, there's the ultimate from Gangplank. VanDerFckk has managed to get himself away, but surely this is another turret going down now for Sypher. Oh, they're tanking the turret, which is not something that they should really be doing.
What the Pyri? Goes straight in like a boss. Flashes straight in on towards Ezreal on his own turret. 15 minutes in, ultis Ezreal completely out. He had no idea what was about to happen. Completely destroyed him, and Sypher now are absolutely godlike. Althor on a godlike rampage, and they're on the base turret. 15 minutes in, this is like solo queue ownage here, and the Polish team Delta are sadly being completely destroyed by Sypher. I think we are going to see our third New York qualifiers as Veggie tries to go in on Althor, and Althor dodges out the way of the Ezreal ulti. I do not believe what I'm seeing. Sypher, oh, Jothy's going to flash away. Oh, he's not going to get away from Dedray. He's going to surely catch him. So Pyri manages to get the shield on him, though. Oh, and that's going to be Dedray. Get it. No, he's got away still. And Pyri finally gets away. No, Pyri is going to go down as well, I think. Doesn't matter, in the base. Sypher, oh, fail flash as well from Urgot. Meanwhile, down the bottom there, Dedray picks up a double kill. Ezreal taking down Urgot. Sypher paying the price for their downright cheek, but they have managed to take 3 turrets all up mid. And Althor is going to get away with this. Skyyart, he's just going to go la 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 la. I'm going to run around with my poison. Keep running through it, Delta. Keep running through it. You've been stunned. Will he manage to get the flip on him? He will. Gets the poison down. He's going to get away though. The Morgana shield will protect him. Wow, Sypher are clearly enjoying themselves here.
Yeah, and I think just the way we've seen Olaf charging to so many fights right now, I think that Delta don't really fancy their chances in this game somehow.
The people in IRC are saying report Olaf for feeding.
Yeah, he's not taking it too serious. And, you know, it has been a long day. There goes the Ezreal ultimate, which does absolutely nothing. Jothy is coming in, and if he peeks inside there, he is actually going to spot him. Oh, not quite before he gets away. But now Jothy's in a little bit of trouble. Actually, no. Here comes Pyri, super Janna. And actually, Howling Gale not quite connecting onto Veggie. And now Pyri needs to be careful.
He ulted, so the effects didn't count. I think he managed. You heard the Brolaf shout, as it were. I think they're going to get a free dragon here as well. There's not really a lot they can do about it. Galio is pushing top, so I think they might victoriously get one tower down. But Sypher surely just going to continue the rampage through mid.
Yeah, well, gonna find out here. I think you might just be right. Actually, Dark Binding coming off from the side. That's a typical kind of Morgana position to watch out for, that Dark Binding coming over from that side. Here comes the switch onto Ezreal. That is a very quickly dead Ezreal. Actually, the shield's done a great job of keeping him alive there. Out comes the ulti. The heal wasn't quite enough either, and they are going to push straight onto Morgana. Here comes a flash over the top from Skyyart, who does go down. They've got the kill anyway, no problem, and they are chipping away now on that inhibitor in the middle lane, and this is going to be super minions streaming in there. I've got a feeling it's not the end of the kills though, if Veggie's got anything to say about it. He's been charging in left, right and centre. There goes Libik, has got a wall. Howling Gale, he survived it. In comes the Gangplank ulti. Libik has even come back into the Gangplank ulti. He doesn't want to survive that one. Dedray comes in as well. He's exhausted. Ulti comes out from Ezreal, doesn't get a kill. This is just like, really...
This is just insane. Althor 10-0-4 has finally been egged, but he's going to go mad because he's just going to pop full health and say, I'm back, guys. It's all right. I've got this covered. And yeah, 10-0-4 now for Althor. 10-0-6, should I say, in fact, as he's picked up a couple more assists. 9-23 the score and the inhibitor down. Didn't quite manage to get one of those Nexus turrets down, which is kind of would have helped, but I think they were more interested in just getting the kills. They've switched into troll phase. Jothy taking down the blue. That's going to be switched across and given to Althor just when they needed a little bit more. Veggie isn't trolling, he is just bad, says Dedray. Oh, well, he is 1-6-1, it has to be said. Veggie's not doing the best.
Not the best game of his career, that's for sure. Skyyart here is looking to push in onto this. I can't even commentate seriously anymore, to be honest. This is like the qualifier for Gamescom. Or was it Gamescom? Where it was
Pirates versus whatever it was.
The Season 1 qualifiers where they were fighting for seeds and just didn't care, so they went all pirates and all ninjas and stuff like that. We are going to see a fight around Baron, though, if I can try to be serious for at least a few seconds. Dedray is going to go down. Baron is still chipping away, actually, on Sypher now. And look at Althor just absolutely nailing them to the wall. And 4 are dead. And, well, the last one is VanDerFckk, who is going to get switched back around for certain death as well. Dedray says close
surrender
one.
Vote.
And, yeah, surrender vote, I guess, is going to come in before... No, they're failing. Damn you. Yeah, but, I mean, super minions are there. There's how many seconds left? Okay, not so many, but I don't think they really care enough right now to stop these towers being pushed down anyway.
Yeah, they have they're just about respawning, just slowly, but the Nexus turret going down, Sona ulti going off there. They are going to go straight round. Sona's going to pay the price for putting the ulti straight across them, no problem there. And the Nexus turret, second Nexus turret, will go down. Althor getting another kill. Althor now up to 12-0-9. Will just hanging around there, chilling, you know, picking up another kill as Dedray manages to let his ulti off. He really only caught Skyyart in there. Skyyart does go down. Urgot, though, and the super minions now doing all the damage. The Nexus will go down, and our third finalists for Intel Extreme Masters New York are going to be Sypher. And, you know, this game apart, they've played very well. Well, they did play very well in this game, but it was kind of a bit of a troll match. But, you know, incredible stuff from them. And really, Joe, just what you were after, actually. You wanted a nice quick one to get home.
Yeah, to be honest, I mean... My girlfriend's been waiting at home for a while. She'll survive that, I'm quite sure. Yeah, but a troll game nonetheless from Delta. They've had a good performance today. They've played well first game of this best of 3. Couldn't quite pull it out. They played well first round, obviously, of the upper bracket against SK. They had a close game there as well. So let's not take anything away from Delta. They've had a good tournament. They've you know, got into a good position in this one. And we're going to see how, you know, Sypher perform in New York City. They're the third team, and if someone said to you, okay, there's 2 European mixed teams and a French team going to New York, you definitely wouldn't say that's anyone else apart from Fnatic, SK, and Millennium. But Millennium aren't there. It's gonna be Sypher, and I really like the fact that, you know, a big tournament, we're gonna see some new names in there, and hopefully Sypher can come out and beat a trend, because actually the teams that have surprised in the qualifiers to go to any major League of Legends event so far, you may be able to correct me on this one, but I'm pretty sure I'm right, have all failed. To, you know, not in terms of failing of, you know, doing anything, but, you know, of not push for a top 3 position.
Yes, but even I gotta be honest, I've seen the European teams today, and I think the Americans don't have a lot to be scared of. That's my opinion. I get, you know, a lot could change. It's in what, a month's time, something like that.
Yeah,
I think
not even we can.
Because you know, SK did not perform brilliantly today. You know, they qualified, they won. That's maybe could be said. That's all that counts. They had a pretty close game against Delta earlier. They had to come back from a 1-0 down against Time to Troll, and it was a very close game as well. The 3 of them. Fnatic we've not seen. They seem to have blitzed through it, but I don't think they've been against incredible opposition. I don't know, but Sypher got beaten earlier today as well by the team that Fnatic beat 2-0, don't forget. So, but Sypher have come back. How are they going to perform when they get to New York? Who knows? You know, these are guys, Althor's obviously been there before. I don't know what experience the other guys have got. They're going to get into that situation. But the same could be said for Rock Solid. They're going to get there. They've never been in a situation like that, apart from Voyboy, who went to MLG, of course. But you know, there's quite a few new teams actually. You know, obviously you got Curse and Rez as well. So it's a pretty open event, I think, New York. I'm quite looking forward to seeing that one. China, it's kind of only got the 3 big teams. I'm not sure how that one's going to work out, but I'm quite excited about New York.
Yeah, New York, of course, coming up the 13th till the 16th of October. Before that, the 1st till the 7th. No, the 1st till the 5th. We're going to be live in Guangzhou, whatever it's called. I promise if you're Chinese and you're from Guangzhou, Zhou, then I will learn the name of it properly before I go there and not insult all the local fans that will be there. But we've got some pretty cool announcements coming your way about the coverage of that one and stuff that's going to be happening and how the streams are going to be set up. So make sure you keep your eye out on that. Follow us on Twitter, of course, twitter.com/ESLTV and IEM Intel EM, and also Joe_Miller. Don't forget also to check out Deman's work over at youtube.com/4Deman, 4DEME.
A-N.
Fail.
D-E-M-A-N.
I made a point of spelling it so everyone will get it right.
And don't forget, because I know you're going to, there's a 2-minute delay on this stream.
No, I'm not going to forget that one today. I'm not going to forget it and close everyone off. I promise. I pinky promise. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. It's been a long but great day. Seen some great matches. Congratulations to Fnatic, SK, and, of course, Sypher for getting their positions in the Intel Extreme Masters Global Challenge in New York. Deman, of course, as always, my friend, thanks for joining me here. And hopefully next time we can drag your ass along to Cologne to sit next to me in this studio of ours. And then maybe we get everything technically working okay. So yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Have a great evening. And we shall see you most likely next in China. It's just a couple of weeks away. Yeah, I think there's some stuff coming up as well with the Sound Blaster Nations Championship. I think tonight, maybe they're already playing it. They were supposed to start around 9 or so. So maybe that's even finished by now. But check that one out. And of course, make sure you follow all their players every day when they're streaming. Important that you follow your your favorite players and watch them playing and improve the game yourself. So thanks a lot, everyone, and we'll see you next time.